Have you ever noticed there are seemingly intelligent people who struggle with ordinary tasks? Things like changing the clock on an appliance, or deciding which remote to use. Who would rather put a sign on a non-working computer and go back to the good old days of cameras that used film? Who don't know how to use their new phone, and who respond with terror when given a digital blog assignment. Some people just hate technology. But through the ages, there have always been those who have readily and easily embraced the latest technology: the wheel, the abacus, the telescope, the microscope, bicycles, the typewriter, radio, television, computers, both the mainframe and the personal computer. I propose that there is an additional form of multiple intelligence, the technology intelligence. What are the traits of those with tech intel? They adapt easily to the latest advances, releases, or technological wonders. They want to have the latest and greatest gadget out there on the market. They have a natural affinity, almost an instinct, about how the technology works. They use manuals only as a reference, and then only if everything else has failed. And finally, they are considered the go-to person by everyone else when their technology isn't working properly. How does this new theory of intelligence fit with Gardner's theory? First, it needs to have evolutionary history. There was a time when nails were high-tech. There was a time when people had to be told how to use a telephone. Technology is just a tool. People use tools to improve their lives. Technology has been used throughout history to improve lives. Second, it has a core set of operations. Beyond the criteria already listed, one can improve his or her tech savvy. Ironically, you have to be tech savvy enough to access it on the internet. Third, there is a system of symbols associated with it. If you've ever tried programming a computer, you know just how many symbols are associated with this technology. Next, there has been a history of development. The wheel gave birth to the cart, then the carriage, the bicycle, and now the automobile in all its different forms. Technology evolves to meet the changing needs of its society. The existence of exceptional individuals is next. Every invention throughout time has been created by a person of high technological intelligence. People who can imagine something completely new, then create it. People who create solutions to problems not yet invented. The next criteria is the intelligence is found in different cultures. Just as there have been inventors creating new technology from every corner of the world, today's technology is prevalent even in underdeveloped nations. The next two criteria, isolation of intelligence and scientific support, can only be met through years of research and study, something that is underway at this time. So which educational philosophies will embrace this new technological intelligence? Experimentalism will jump on the bandwagon first. They recognize that the world and its technologies change rapidly. We should encourage students to experience new technologies and then use them as problem-solving tools. And then perhaps realism, because realists feel that the schools should prepare students for the real world. And technology is a part of the real world. There aren't too many Fortune 500 companies using chalkboards anymore. How will the technologic intelligence express itself in the classroom? Students will use computers to take notes, create graphs, write papers, and do research. But there's more to technology than computers. Students could create movies in English class. Classes could use some of the millions of apps out there as resources. Science classes can use data collection hardware and software. The opportunities are only limited by one's imagination and school funding. Some say technological intelligence is just a youth thing, something the young folks have. That's not true. In an unscientific survey of preschoolers through 8th graders, only about 20% of the students consider themselves highly tech-savvy. There are also many adults who are able to use and master technology, things like the smartphone and social networking sites. Technology intelligence is a mindset that's found in all ages. It's being able to use current technology to its fullest potential and envisioning new advances to be able to create the technology of tomorrow.